Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Science says good mornings will wreck your back. Oh my God, so if I say good morning to somebody, it's going to wreck my back?
Well, Bob, if you say good morning to anybody, you never know what's going to happen. I'm just kidding, just kidding.
No, we're going to actually tell you what good mornings are, in case you don't. It's actually a form of exercise. And there's also other exercises that are similar that can wreck your back.
Right.
So we want to make sure we cover those today.
Right. And there's some controversy, and that's what we're going to talk about. We get comments about people who are serious weightlifters. They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They disagree with, sometimes I get comments and they disagree with this.
They disagree with us, and we're fine with that because I think that opens the dialogue, and that's how we all get smarter.
So we're going to clear that up a little bit.
Sides. If you are new to our channel, by the way, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you're going to want to go to the Facebook and like us. I'm not sure what we're giving away, but we're giving away something. Right at Bob and Brad, you'll find out we're giving away big stuff all for 5 weeks in a row on a Sunday. They run they run a week, the sweepstakes.
Month of November 2018.
Yeah. So we're giving away a mattress the first week.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Nice one, too.
Yeah, really nice. All right, Brad, where are we going with this?
Oh, okay. So we're talking about, you're lifting weights, you want to get stronger, maybe your hamstrings to get stronger, your back, a good lift. And boy, we go to the gym and, you see people working there. And as therapists, every now and then you see someone doing a lift. It's like, I wish they wouldn't be doing that lift because it's going to hurt their back eventually. And this happens to be one of them.
When someone's doing these lifts, do you go and hand them your card afterwards?
I absolutely do not. I'm just glad they're there, and this usually doesn't work out very well. But anyways.
Let's show 3 things, Brad, where you could hurt your back, and then we'll discuss it why. We want to show good mornings first?
Oh, 3 lifts.
Yeah, 3 lifts.
Right. Okay, good mornings. If you have a dumbbell, this is our make-believe dumbbell.
Not a dumbbell, it's a bar.
Barbell,
Barbell, there we go.
Bob, thank you. You have a plate here and a plate here, so use your imaginations. And we have it here, and we're going to bend over like this till your back is horizontal, equal to the floor, and back up. True, it works the back muscles, does a good job in the hamstrings, but when we get to this position, it's an issue we're looking at. The next one is bent over rows where you're like this, and you have your barbell. You can do this dumbbells.
Again, they're always trying to keep the arch in the low back.
Right.
We understand that. We understand that's the way that you're trying to do it.
And I understand I don't have very good mechanics with these. I don't do these. I don't like them. And I've got an issue in my back that doesn't allow it. It's called spondylolisthesis. But anyways, this is another one. Any particular exercise, when you bend over like this, puts a great deal of stress. As a matter of fact, physical therapists, as long as we've been around since the 20s or 30s, when we teach someone how to lift weights, we never teach them to lift
if you're in the work environment, we tell you never to lift like this.
Right.
Even though you're keeping your back straight, we always tell you to bend the knees and come down like this, keeping your head up. And we're going to show you in a second why we want that.
And that's been studied for many, many studies, particularly in the work environment. People don't want their employees getting injured, so they teach them proper mechanics. So why, if you're not supposed to lift weight at work like that because you're going to hurt your back, why would it change in the gym?
Where you're lifting massive weights.
You're doing the exact same body mechanics, except for you're using exercise weights. So, that's one of the things.
The third thing, Brad, I was going to show real quick is the kettlebell swing. So they teach you, if you're doing proper form of the kettlebell swing, you actually get the back into a level position right here, and then you're coming up like this.
Right.
And so you're going way down like this, you're hinging the hip, and again, we believe it's better to actually go like this, which would be a normal lift posture.
Sure.
And do the swing this way instead of doing it this way.
Right.
And now Brad's going to demonstrate why that's the issue.
Okay, so we talked about science. Science says so. As therapists, we have to learn physics, and we have to relate it to the human body and then how it is good
physics
or bad.
and biomechanics.
There you go. So
how are we looking here? Are we glaring? No, we're not. Okay.
Well, you and I are glaring.
Yeah, we're glowing.
Yeah, glowing. There you go. Anyways, this is my artwork, but in this little triangle here, if you go to therapy school, they always draw a pelvis that way. And Here's the back. We got that horizontal person, the person. Here's the belt, the barbell, and the
barbell's
plate.
got 100 pounds on it.
Right.
100 pounds total weight.
Right. Now, if you try to figure out how much force, or it ends up being torque because it's a rotational movement, pivoting at the hips, you have, let's just say we got 3 foot torso from the hips to where the weight is. That's 3 foot. Okay, we got 100 pounds there. So that the formula is that 3 foot times 100 pounds, 300 foot-pounds. So we've got torque. That torque at the back is actually at the focal point, but as far as the disc that is accepting the most force is L5S1, which happens to be the disc that most commonly herniates.
And it's also the area that most people hurt their back in. I mean, let's say if it's even not the disc, let's say it's ligament or muscle.
Sure.
I mean,
right.
L5, S1, that's the one, or L4, L5. So it's
Sure.
a very low back.
Right. And it's just physics. And then if you look at this purple line, that represents an arched back with proper mechanics. The black line is a rounded back. Now, if you do it properly, you hip hinge and you arch your back properly, true, that is better for the back, but does it change 300 foot-pounds of force in that spot?
No.
No, not at all. You still have that amount. But yeah, I agree, if you hip hinge, you arch your back, it's going to reduce the stress on the disc, but there is still stress there. And the second point is, how many people do their exercises correctly? A lot of times I'll see you may think you're doing it right, but if you had a video of yourself, it's like, oh, I'm not arching my back.
I think some people biomechanically have very difficult getting that back into an arch.
Right.
You know, once you're this far down and your hamstrings are taut,
Yeah.
I think some people virtually can't get it into an arch.
Right.
When you're this far
Sure.
down. It's just impossible.
And even if you can, and you get there, let's say you're going to do a set of 10, by 7, 8, 9, you're getting fatigued. And anybody that does an exercise or whatever that requires form, when you fatigue, the body is much more difficult to maintain.
I was just talking to my son last night, and he was doing deadlifts, he said, no, I was pretty good till about the 10th or 11th one, and then he started losing form, and then he puts his, your collar's distracting me, Brad.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob.
You got
oh, Bob. Oh, thanks.
Look at this.
I feel
People
much
are going to
better
be
now.
talking.
I'm surprised Liz didn't say something. Anyways, so form can start out good, but as you fatigue, it can become poor, really causing the problem again. So
again, look at here. I don't know if we explained this well, Brad, but there's 100 pounds. It's 3 feet away from the stress point, here,
which would be the hip,
which increases the force. So instead of lifting 100 pounds, you're really lifting 300 pounds of stress on the back.
Right.
Or putting 300 pounds.
Right.
I know you said that, but I'm just clarifying.
Yep. Different words, but that's the whole thing. So the idea is, why strengthen these muscles in a way that can hurt you over time, particularly, versus there's other really good exercises that you can do without. So if you don't put the back at this angle, just like Bob talked about with the kettlebell swing, you keep your back at more upright position. Great, it decreases this 3 foot.
And you're still getting a lot of benefit. I mean, you're still getting a lot of strengthening toward the back and hamstrings.
Right.
You don't need any more than that.
I think I could probably come up with 5 different exercises that you could do to strengthen these same muscles and not have that low back pain.
Yep, exactly.
So
it's funny, we put up that kettlebell one just recently on how to do it.
Right.
And I had some people actually agreeing with me. They're like, no, I've been doing them that way for years. I didn't agree with that other way. And my back did hurt the other way. So
good mornings, bent over rows.
You can say good morning to people. That won't hurt your back, but don't do the good morning exercise.
So once again,
Brad and I can fix just about anything
except for
a broken heart.
There you go, Bob.
But we are working at it diligently.
This could work into that somehow. We could put a little heart in there, straighten things up, get the blood flow right.
I like how you try to rationalize things. It never makes any sense to me at all.
Carry on.
Thanks for watching.